Keyframing is an easy way to enhance your footage. What do you know about keyframing? Many people will answer, rotating the video, changing position, zooming in or out. And many people will not know. But don't worry, this is going to be the best video about keyframing, in which you will learn that how to animate image in this way and track the camera movement. Text reveal animation. Character animation bouncing. I have split the video in parts. In the first part you will learn basic keyframing. The second part is the advanced keyframing. So, we are going to start with basic keyframing. So what is keyframing? Keyframing is the process of indicating the beginning and end of a specific animation. And how it works, so I show you example by adding a starting point and an end point on any timeline and making changes in between is called keyframing. I will make a simple animation now. As you can see that I have a white background, and also I have added a ball. So if I play this clip, you can see that there is no movement. The ball is not moving. Move the playhead in timeline to the start of clip. So click on the ball clip in timeline, then on right hand side under basic tab. If you look carefully, you will see a diamond shape, which means it's a keyframe. Click on add keyframe. So I want this ball to move to the left side. First I will move my playhead in timeline, then I drag the ball to the left. A point will be added on the timeline, that means a starting point of the keyframe. Again I will move the playhead in timeline and drag the ball on the right side. The second point will be added on the timeline. Now I move the playhead to the end in timeline and drag the ball back to the middle. I will play the video. It will look something like this. You can see the ball has movement now, going left, right, and coming back to the middle. Now I want to change the speed. For example, I want the ball going to the left to go fast, then going from left to right slow. We can do that by moving the points in timeline. The closer the point is to the keyframe point, the faster it will move, but if the point is far away, then it will move slowly. When you work on the keyframing, you can extend the timeline, making your workflow smoother. Now we are going to make another animation. Like if I want to zoom in on the ball, again we need to add keyframe. So, under basic tab and find scale, add a keyframe at the starting point. I will move the playhead in timeline, then I will zoom in on the ball. Now we done. So with this method you can create many animations. So I hope you got the basic keyframing. Let's move to advanced keyframing. We are now going to make this camera tracking animation. We need a background, a character, 2 yellow sticky note paper and a camera. Click on character clip in timeline. Then we need to add keyframe for the character. So I just want the character to move from the side to the middle. I am moving the character to the side in video player and move the playhead in timeline, then I move the character in middle. And you will see a keyframe point has been added in timeline. And now we are going to add the text in timeline, so click on add text twice. Click on the first text in timeline and type in the text box, views. Resize the text so it fits on the sticky note in the video player. Also I am changing the text color. Click on the second text in video player and type in the text box, subscribers. Do the same. Resize the text and also change text color. Also I make sure my text fits on the sticky note. Now I'm going in timeline and extending the views text and subscribers text to the same length as the other clips. I will add 2 more text in timeline. Also extending the text to the same length as the other clips. Click on the text in timeline. Then on the right side in the text box, I will type numbers from 1100 to 2500. Resize the 1100 and put on the sticky note under views. Change the text color. Then in timeline, move the playhead and click on split. So I am going to be repeating the same process, typing 1200 and so on, moving the playhead in timeline and clicking on split. It's easy, so I am skipping this part until I get to 2500. You can type to any number you want, but For this example, I am just going to 2500. Now click on the above text and move the playhead to the beginning. I am typing in the text box number 10 and resizing, changing the text color and putting it under subscribers. This time we are typing from 10 to 250. So I am going to be repeating the same process, just the numbers will be different. I will skip this part as I am repeating the same thing. I finished typing to 250. As you can see, I have also added another text in timeline. In the text box, type dash line. Then in video player, rotate the dash line so it's in between the camera and views. Under animation tab, find laser cut animation and click on laser cut. Then go on the left side and click add text one more time. In the text box, type dash line. Then in video player, we have to rotate it so it's in between the subscribers and views. If the dash line is short, you can type more dash line in the text box. Again, we are going to choose the same animation, so under animation tab, choose laser cut. Now in timeline, move the text 1100 to 2500 where the first dash line animation ends. And also move the text 10 to 250 where the second dash line animation ends. The reason why we have to move is because as soon as the first dash line animation ends, the numbers from 1100 to 2500 will appear under views. Also, don't forget to extend the timeline clips so they all same length. So far it should look something like this. We are not done yet. I am going to export this video. Then again adding the same video here in timeline. Now this is the part where the magic happens with the help of keyframe. So I will move the playhead a little where the character is about to stop. From there, I will add a keyframe and move a little ahead. Then I will zoom the video on this part. Again, I will move a little ahead and see where the dash line is starting from camera. I will move up in the video player till I see the sticky note. So I am just following the dash line, and it's really important to add keyframe as you are following it. This is the last part. Just move the playhead in timeline and move in video player till you see the subscribers sticky note. And finally our work is done now. Our amazing animation is ready. How to reveal the text in this way? We are going to create animation with the help of keyframes. So here, as usual, I have added white background to my timeline. Click on the text tab and click add text. I am adding to text in timeline. Extend the text to same length as the background. So I am going to quickly type in the text. So I have typed the text now. I have played it in the video player. And now, simply export this video. I have added in timeline the text video which I just exported. Also I have a YouTube logo image in library that I am going to use. Then I am adding the YouTube logo from the library. Make sure the YouTube logo is above the text video in timeline, and also extend the YouTube logo to match the text video. Resize the YouTube logo in the video player. I am moving the playhead and timeline and checking where the text starts. Then I place the YouTube logo there and move the playhead at the beginning in timeline. Then we need to add keyframes, so go and add the first keyframe. Now move the playhead forward in timeline and move the YouTube logo in the video player. So we are doing the same thing. Move the playhead in timeline and moving the YouTube logo in video player. Basically we are following the text and adding keyframe. For the last keyframe, move the YouTube logo to bottom in the middle. And now we are done. Please support this channel by clicking on the subscribe button. Character animation bouncing. I have added a background and my character in the timeline. I am going to click on my character and I will add a keyframe in the very beginning of the clip. Move the playhead in timeline and move the character up. Again move the playhead in timeline, but this time move the character down. So repeat this process, moving up and down and adding keyframe till the end of the clip. Now we have done adding keyframe. It should look something like this. You can see the character is bouncing. Now we are going to create a shaking effect on his head. I have added the footage in timeline. Click on head clip in timeline, then add keyframe. Move the player head in timeline, then rotate the head to the left side in video player. Move the player head in timeline and rotate to the right side in the video player. And repeat the process till the end of clip. One thing to remember is, if your keyframe point is closer to each other, then the movement is faster. If it's far away, then it's slower. So I will fast forward this part because this is a basic thing. You can do it easily, it's just repeating. Our simple animation is done. Our character is moving up and down and shaking the head.